Coming up on Prime News tonight, NPP to hold flag bearership primaries in December this year. Also, another strike action looms as members of the Greater Accra Regional Secretariat of the Ghana National Association of Teachers issues 28-day ultimatum to government. In business, provision of e-parliamentary systems and migration from analog to digital television on track to meet ICU deadline. On the international front, Thailand army overthrows government and bans public gatherings of more than 5 people. Hello, welcome to Prime News on ATV Ghana. I'm Nabil Ahmed Rufai. Now to our stories. The New Patriotic Party has set December this year to elect a flag bearer to lead the party in the 2016 elections. The National Executive Council of the party says nomination forms will be available from the 6th of June.
Barring all odds and in what promises to be a fierce battle for leadership, come December 2014, executives and delegates of the New Patriotic Party will hold their flag bearership primaries. This, according to the party's General Secretary, Kwabena Japong, is in accordance with the party's constitution. The election, if held this year, will also ensure adequate preparation towards the 2016 presidential and parliamentary elections.
We want to respect the Constitution. The Constitution dictates to us what to do. And I think we're all comfortable with the calendar. Once we are in a position, we need a long time for the candidate to be able to canvass effectively around the country.
The National Executive Council of the New Patriotic Party on Thursday met in Accra to discuss, among other issues, a date for the party's flag bearership primaries, nomination of flag bearers, and proposals for cost of nomination forms. General Secretary of the party, Kwabena Japong, says although the council did not conclude on issues raised, the party will hold its flag bearership primaries in December this year, as stipulated in its constitution.
We discussed the time for the opening of nominations for our presidential primary, and we went strictly according to what the Constitution says. Our Constitution stipulates that when we are in opposition, the latest date for organizing a presidential primary has to be 2 years, which is 6th December 2014. That is the latest date. And the same Constitution also stipulates that 6 months to the holding of that election, the General Secretary should put out a notice. And so on the 6th of June, I would gladly put out the notice.
The NEC meeting on Thursday was the maiden meeting of the party after the massive shake-up in the NPP following the Tamale Congress, which saw Paul Afoko emerge party chairman of the NPP. We gather a conclusive date on the flag bearership primaries will be arrived at hopefully on June 2nd. Beatrice Bading reporting for ETV News.
A strike action by the Teachers Union. The Greater Accra Regional Secretariat of the Ghana National Association of Teachers (NAT) has issued an ultimatum to government.
Just as NAGRAT, the regional secretariat noted with regret that the fact that government only responds with alacrity to workers' demands and grievances when they threaten to go on strike is disappointing. According to them, this posture of government does not only undermine the collective bargaining process, but also weakens workers' organizations.
If the language our governments understand are strikes and threats of strikes, then they should be prepared for more.
But relating to a communique signed between teachers' unions and relevant bodies on their demands and grievances, the Greater Accra Regional Secretariat of the Ghana National Association of Teachers stressed that strike cannot remain the only way.
We believe that once the avenues of peaceful resolution of the issues is available, we prefer to use that and only use strikes as the last resort.
Nonetheless, the members have given government up to June 20 to address their concerns.
We shall not tolerate any further delays in the implementation of the scheme beyond the end of June 2014. If by 20th June 2014 we do not have any indications as to when the other decisions contained in the communique would be implemented, we shall inform our members as to the action we shall take at the end of June 2014.
For now, the Greater Accra Regional Secretariat of the Ghana National Association of Teachers is urging its members to remain calm. Eunice Nyamiche Jonathan, ETV News.
Meanwhile, teachers in the Greater Accra region say they are afraid to carry on with their normal activities. According to the NAT Regional Secretariat, the delays in prosecuting the culprit who killed a 35-year-old female teacher in the Adafua Primary School in November 2012 is enough to show teachers do not have any form of protection in the country.
Rebecca Wolo was a teacher at the Adam Force Basic School who left for work on the 4th of November 2012 at 6 a.m. And barely 5 minutes after she left her house, she was killed. The matter has been referred to the police. The assailant himself reported himself to the police. The case was referred from the Adan to Tema district. And the case has been referred to the Tema Circuit Court. We have been told that the culprit has been remanded in the Insawam Medium Prisons and that the docket has been referred to the Attorney General Department. For 2 years now, we have not heard anything. We have followed the case to the Tema Circuit Court. We are using this medium to demand justice and to demand a speedy resolution to that problem. We want justice to be done so that the parents of this lady can have their peace, and that teachers who will know that we can sacrifice ourselves for this nation, because wherever we are working, the nation will protect us.
Now, the National Union of Ghana Students has threatened a showdown with government if the decision to withdraw utility subsidies for tertiary institutions is not rescinded. Ghana's umbrella body of students is against the withdrawal because it is forcing tertiary institutions to levy students the bill. According to NUC's President Sami Dakwa Bimfo, the move by government amounts to relinquishing its commitment to students. This follows government directive to public tertiary institutions and state agencies to carry their own utility weight. The Electricity Company of Ghana has warned it will be forced to cut power to some public universities and polytechnics, drowning in debts of unpaid bills. Now, students will pay the ultimate price as tertiary institutions are shifting the cost to students to get out of the situation. Now, the National Chief Imam, Dr. Sheikh Nuh Shaributu, has called on imams to carry out their responsibilities, which include working to ensure unity, growth in the faith of Muslims, and advancements in their social life. The occasion was the first ever official endorsement of regional and district chief imams in the country in Sunyani.
Imams are chosen by the Ummah on congregation in any community. In contemporary times, however, district and municipal imams have emerged as districts fashion out ways of nominating, selecting and turbaning or appointing their imams. The ceremony in Sunyani was aimed at officially endorsing all regional, municipal and district chief imams. Apart from the regional imams, Buna Hafu became the first to have its 27 municipal and district imams officially endorsed and presented with certificates attesting to their status. Present at the event was the National Chief Imam, Dr. Sheikh Nur Shabutu, along with top officials of his office. Also present were government officials, including the Minister of Water Resources, Works and Housing, Alhaji Collins Dauda. In a speech read on his behalf, Dr. Sheikh Nur Shabutu noted regrettably that Muslims tend to be less influential, marginalized, and condemned to compulsive poverty. He therefore called on imams to provide the critical, purposeful leadership needed to bring to fruition the peace and social progress that Muslims desire. He stressed that Islam should not be made to appear as the cause of the backwardness of some Muslims. The National Chief Imam consequently charged imams to work to create a bond of peace, love and unity among the faithful, and also get them to appreciate the purpose of life and Islam as a solution to challenges confronting humanity. The Buna Hafu Regional Minister Eric Opoku noted that Islam stands for peace and humanity and said this should be reflected in the life of Muslims. Larry Parkwis Moses reports for ETV Ghana News.
My name is Russell Yafi. You're watching Primetime News on ETV Ghana.
The search for truth can take you anywhere. Trying to embark on a rescue mission. Sometimes it makes for a long search, but the stories don't come to us.
Contributing to sustainable development.
Which is there.
The situation is more serious and disheartening.
For in-depth news that go beyond the basics.
Government still do not.
No matter where the news is, we will get it for you.
Watch ETV News.
Let's take our first break now. We're back with more news.